Hi, welcome to Maiwa's World. Okay, so I have an announcement to make. I am officially an independent documentary filmmaker. Thank you. Thank you. Keep clapping. Okay, keep clapping. Thank you. Thanks. So I have officially made a documentary, and that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but also equally one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done. I've been working on this documentary for about 6 to 7 months, and it has been a hurdle. And I know a lot of you are thinking, bitch, I didn't even know you were doing a documentary. And yes, you didn't know, because I often don't tell people the things I do until after I do it. I try to move in silence. I've been working on that for the past 6 months. The documentary I did is called Acting White. During this process, I interviewed over 50 people. Something that started off, I thought it was going to be like a 7-minute project, ended up being a 30-minute project because I just saw how deep it was getting, and I just got deeper and deeper into it. And in some really beautiful way, I lost myself in it because I got so into these conversations and these thoughts and people, what they had to say. And the interviewing process was really beautiful for me because I got to get into the minds of people who I would have never normally have gotten into the minds of. And I felt like I got to see them in their essence, because it was, a vulnerable experience for me and for them. And just listening, it's like, there's a power to just listening, to just having someone tell you a lot of things about themselves and just taking it. I screened it at the iDrum Gallery in Atlanta, and I was so thankful that it was, not only was it a full house, but there were like people standing just to watch it. And my own parents came to the viewing, and they couldn't even get in because they came late, and because there were so many people there. And it made me so happy that so many people came out to support, but also just came out to get knowledge, to get a new perspective. So people keep asking me, am I gonna put it online? When can I see it? When can I see it? Right now, I don't have those answers because I'm still screening it in different places. I'm gonna try and do a Berlin location. I'm gonna try and do other places in Europe. I still need to enter into film festivals. I still need to enter into other places, so I cannot put it online at the moment. So yeah, it's still going to be something that I'm pushing, but I will keep everybody updated with where it goes, because I'm learning about this as much as you're learning about this. We're kind of learning in this together, so I'll see how all of that comes together. If I had to pick 3 things that I learned from doing documentary, I learned, the first thing I said, that we all share the same insecurities. We're all battling the same issues. We just deal with it in different ways. Second thing I learned was that you need to have a great support team with you, and not just people who are working with you, but people who love you and people who encourage you, and just get as much help as possible, but then also equally learn to do everything yourself. Never completely rely on anybody. If someone's going to do something for you, great, but don't expect them to do something for you. You need to also be able to do it for yourself if everything else fails. I think I gained a strong sense of independence to be able to learn everything and do everything and trust in myself that I will finish and do it to the best of my abilities. Third thing I learned was that don't let anybody tell you what you can and cannot do. I've had people tell me that I wasn't going to be able to finish this, that I shouldn't release this, that, how can you do this if you don't have this budget, or you don't have this tools and this, and you need to have this kind of camera and this kind of audio and this kind of lighting. And you realize that don't let anyone tell you you can't do something before you've started to do it. And even when you have started to do it and someone tries to tell you you can't do something, do not listen to them. Nobody knows you like you know you, and sometimes you don't even know you the way that you're about to find out that you know you, if that made any sense. Like, I didn't know I was gonna be able to do this the way I did it. So nobody else could have told me how I was going to be able to do this. Nobody can define your work ethic for you. Nobody can define what you can and cannot do for you. You're the only person that can tell what you can do, and you won't know until you do it. So I learned to take criticism with a grain of salt and take compliments with a grain of salt and just work hard. The only thing that, if something's good, something's bad, neither of those things matter. What matters the most is your work ethic and what you're willing to do to have it to be great. So be really, you know, stubborn about your thoughts, and be stubborn about your ideas, and be stubborn about your art and about your knowledge, and just do what you want to do, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So those are the 3 things I learned. I'll keep everybody updated. Thanks for rocking and vibing with me. Thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, bitch, do it. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Choose.